Alright, so if you hadn't noticed, on Wednesday was my normal Friday Reads video, and today I'm doing a special announcement video for an August month-long read-along that I am a co-host of. The primary host is Kristenella. I will have her channel and all of the other co-hosts linked down below, and we're all posting our videos now, and they'll have about the same information, but I definitely think you should subscribe to everyone because we're all going to be putting our own tag videos out, our own recommendation videos coming out in July, so you will want to have everyone on your radar. So this is a pretty self-explanatory read along. It does have a bingo board, which I will go into at the end of the video, but we have a nice fancy bingo board, and we've kind of gotten inspiration from the Reddit bingo board and added an extra hard mode layer, so you can go as easy or as hard as you want. The challenge is up to you, but the premise is reading new releases, so books that have come out in 2022. It does not matter the genre, it does not matter the length, it does not matter the type. It could be, graphic novels, short stories, etc. Essentially, though, it's just reading new releases, and I don't know about you guys, but I typically definitely by August am like, there are so many new books that I have not gotten to yet, so I think it's also being held at the perfect time of year. So I'm just going to go into some of the housekeeping. We're going to talk about all the prompts on the bingo board, and yeah, we just wanted to get this on your radar, so if there are new releases you needed to get from the library or to order, you have time to do that. Alright, so some housekeeping, and none of this is completely set in stone, but in general, we're going to have 3 live shows for each weekend in August, and that's going to be linked down in the description. I know personally, I signed up for some that I know I should be at, but also my plans have kind of changed, so I'm planning on being at 2 for sure. I just don't know which 2. And more information will be happening throughout the month of that. If you follow my channel, I will update you guys when we do have a live coming up in my Friday Reads of the month of August. It's going to be a really fun time. We envision those being more like reading sprints and catch-up sessions and seeing how everyone's doing, who's found some really good new releases, just fun community time to keep the month really fun. And also, the first week of August, I believe, we're all going to be doing this tag video, and I think it's going to be really fun, so keep your eyes out for that. It should also, help you get ideas for different release books. It should be a good time. And I mentioned there are other hosts and co-hosts, so I should introduce them. I already said Kristen from Kristenella. She's amazing. She reads a lot of books for awards specifically. I really like her channel, and I get a lot of good recommendations there, lots of really good thoughtful reviews. Recently, she did a video talking about what she likes in books and really diving deep into what makes her have a 5-star read experience. It was really fun. We have Rachel, who was behind a lot of our graphic designs. She's been amazing. Shannon from That's So Po, who I buddy read so many things with. Shannon's amazing. Another small channel with amazing, under the radar recommendations. If you're ever looking for anything new, you really need to check out Shannon's channel. And Reija from the Book Finch. Reija's amazing. Reija's one of my first booktube friends. I remember when my first Discord I joined, Reija was there, and we were really geeking out about a short story that we had read. And so I'm really excited to be hosting or co-hosting a readathon with them. Should be really fun. They are incredibly creative. I think they primarily do their wrap-ups in live shows now, but they read manga, graphic novels, translated works, sci-fi, fantasy, all over the board. That's the list of all the hosts. Like I said, everything will be listed down below. I'm now going to get into the bingo board prompts, and the first thing I should say is that one book can work for multiple prompts. You can make it harder for yourself if you're just like, I want to only do 1 prompt per book, etc. Totally allowed. And you're allowed to decide, do you want to black out the bingo board? Do you want to do row, column, diagonal? This is just meant more to facilitate fun and, give you ideas for things to pick up, and that's also why we've added the hard mode level, which is more specific to the original prompt. So, first prompt we'll talk about is book you have not heard of, and the hard mode would be that it's indie publisher. And you can define this however you want, even if you've heard, one person talk about it, but, you really don't think there's a lot of buzz, that would still count. I personally would probably go to my bookstore and just be like, I don't think I've heard about that one. That's a new one to me, and take it off the shelf, or I might do that online book shopping. Indie published for me would be really easy to find one because I always don't know anything about indie published books because it's something I need to work on. So that's one of the prompts. We have a book written by a disabled or neurodivergent author, and the hard mode for that is intersectional, so having more than one identity. It's very broad. Interpret that how you will. Intersectional just usually means that you can pull from different minority or marginalized backgrounds in addition to the neurodivergent and disabled representation. The next one is short story, where the hard mode is you read an entire anthology or collection. I will have many recommendations for books before this year, but I actually do know which new release I think I'll be reading for this prompt because it's been staring at me at the bookstore. So I'm really excited that hopefully this prompt will give me the kick I need to pick that one up. The next one is a translated work, and the hard mode being that it's written by a woman and translated by a woman. And I have been wanting to read more translated works and works written outside of the United States, so this is going to be one that'll be good to help me look at what has been new coming out this year that'll work for that prompt. We have the next one as a novella, and the hard mode is a novella that is not published by Tordotcom. Contrary to popular belief, there are more publishers that publish novellas than Tordotcom, but it's normally Tordotcom has a very good slate. I've read many amazing novellas there, but they tend to take over award season, so you can try and branch out and find something else. And then we've got title without articles, and articles are A and V. Or if you want the hard mode, it's just a singular word is the title of the book. Entire magazine. Hard mode, pick a magazine you've never read before. So for me, that's all of the magazines. So if you don't know, there are magazines that have short stories in them. I will list a couple down below that I've heard of that I'm interested in and want to read from. It's definitely something that I've been meaning to do, so it's kind of exciting that this prompt might be forcing me out of my comfort zone to actually read an SFF magazine, because that's something I've always heard of and wanted to do, but I've never done. And next up, we've got BIPOC author. Hard mode, at least 40% of your reads are BIPOC authors. So the hard mode is not just for this prompt, it's that when you are done and wrapping up for this readathon, you have read over 40% people of color authors. Genre bender. Hard mode is having more than two genres blended together. This is very loose, it can be sci-fi and horror and fantasy, Choose what works for you, make it as challenging as you want for yourself. Next one is new to you author. Hard mode is start of a series. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You have not read from this author, and if you want hard mode, it's the start of a series. And then the next one is favorite author. So a new release by your favorite author that's coming out. But the hard mode is pretty fun. It's make a playlist to go with the book and share it, which I've never done before. So it's very interesting to me. I don't even know how I would do it, but I'm very tempted. I don't know if any of my favorite authors will have a new release out by the time August comes around, but I'm very tempted. Next one is sequel, and hard mode would be the end of a series, which is annoying because I do believe that I'm already reading those now, or they're coming out after August. But it's still a very good prompt. I'm just more not planning, but kind of planning my TBRs. I'm reading these out to you guys. LGBTQ plus representations, the next one, with the hard mode being an author that doesn't represent as the L or G in that alphabet. So asexual, bisexual, trans, maybe they're just genderqueer. You know what I'm saying there. And then the next one is non-USA author, which is something I've been really wanting to work on. And the hard mode is author from the global south, which you can Google which countries qualify for that. I'm excited for that one. And maybe I can get that one to work with translated. Because remember, you can use a book for more than one prompt, which I will probably definitely be doing. Second to last one is debut, with the hard mode being a self-published author. And the last one is a host recommendation, hard mode, not your usual genre. So I'm going to have a recommendation video, and almost all of the new releases I read are sci-fi fantasy. So if that is outside of your comfort zone, which if you follow me is probably not, there you go. And so, yeah, those are all the prompts. Keep your eyes out for recommendation videos. I'll have everyone's channels linked down below, and if I can get to it in time, all their links, and I'll update that throughout the day as I have time. Probably won't be the minute this is live, so if you're someone who's here at 8:01, I am sorry that's not available for you. But yeah, I hope to see you guys all at the live shows, and I'm just excited to catch up on some of the new releases I haven't gotten to yet. So thank you, Kristen, for asking me to co-host this with you. And yeah, if you made it this far, let me know if you think you'll participate, if this, is exciting to you, to help you get some of the really exciting books that you've probably pre-ordered or, I've been itching to get to this year but just haven't yet. If you want to leave an emoji, I don't know, leave a firework. I don't know, I'm just really excited about the whole thing. And if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.